Very first thing that you're going to have to do is change this into trig form. So, practicing what we did yesterday, see if you can do that part, and then I'll try and catch up to you. What are the two times on the unit circle that you have undefined? Up and down. So, it's either pi over 2 or 3 pi over 2. Which one is it going to be in this case? Okay. Does everybody understand why it's pi over 2 and not 3 pi over 2? Okay. If you need to, okay, go back to the fact that A is 0 and B is 8. Technically, that's 0, 8. So if you think about graphing 0, 8, where is that? Up on the y-axis. And so what angle is that going towards? 90 degrees or pi over 2? Okay, so just, if you're afraid to ask, okay, that's a way of looking at it, okay? So that's the direction that we're going, okay? All right, so that means if I were to write it in trig form, can anybody do that? Lauren?
So z equals 8 times the quantity cosine pi over 2 plus I sine pi over 2.
Very good. Okay, so this that I have in red is the same thing as 8i. And we want to find the cube root of it, which means, okay, if you remember, she said z. Well, that means technically that's equal to z cubed. Okay, because whatever z is, that number cubed is equal to this number 8 times whatever. So if z is being cubed, then that means that technically we have an r cubed and we have a cosine of 3 theta plus an I sine of 3 theta. Remember how I said it's very similar to the powers idea from yesterday. So this is the nth power, right? So if I do r to the 3rd power, then that means I have to make my multiply my thetas by 3. Okay? All right, so here's where we're going to start making correlations. If these two are equal to each other, would you agree that r cubed equals 8? Okay, so if r cubed equals 8, what does r equal? 2. Is it a plus or minus 2 or just 2? Just 2 because it's an I, right? Okay, and our R values should be positive because remember we're talking about a length, okay? Next, okay, that means that our 3 theta must be equal to pi over 2. Now remember that we are going to find 3 angle measures. So it's been a while since we've done this, okay? We're going to say that 3 theta is equal to pi over 2 and all of the ones that end at pi over 2, which means plus 2 pi k. Okay? Yeah, it's back. Okay? All right. All right. So how do I get just plain theta? Divide by 3. So if I divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, okay, pi over 2 divided by 3 becomes pi over 6. And then this becomes plus 2 pi k over 3. Now, just FYI, and this is completely up to you whether or not you want to do this, but at some point we're going to plug in a value of k. And when we do that, we then have to add these two fractions together. And if we have to add the two fractions together, the denominators are going to need to be the same. So if you would prefer, you can write this as pi over 6 plus 4 pi k over 6. And now they have the same denominator. But that's completely up to you. You don't have to do that. Okay? All right. So when we did this before, okay, we struggled figuring out the theta values because there was multiple ways in which, to do that. This one's going to be clear cut. How many roots are we trying to find? 3. So we're just going to plug in 3 k values, 0, 1, 2, and we're going to be done. Okay? But when we do that, we're going to plug them in right up here, okay, into our trig form. Okay? And remember, since the question is the cube root of 8i in complex form, we have to convert it into complex form to get our answer, okay? All right, so if I start with k equal to 0, would you agree that that's simply just going to be pi over 6? Because 2 pi times 0 is going to just cancel out the second part, the second fraction. All right, so therefore we got theta is equal to pi over 6, okay? Which means when I go to put this in trig form, I am using my r value up here. Remember, r cubed was equal to 8, and we said r was equal to 2. I'm going to use theta equal to pi over 6, and I'm going to write 2 times cosine of pi over 6 plus I sine pi over 6. Okay? Use your unit circle. What's cosine of pi over 6? Bless you. Root 3 over 2, I heard. And sine of pi over 6. 1/2. Distribute the 2's, and the denominators basically cancel out, and you get root 3 plus I. This is one of the cube roots of 8i. Okay? To get the second one, we're going to do k is equal to 1. Which means that theta is equal to pi over 6 plus 4 pi times 1 over 6. What's theta equal to? 5 pi over 6. Okay? All right, and then so that means if I continue to use the same r value of 2, I've got 2 times cosine of 5 pi over 6 plus I sine of 5 pi over 6. Evaluate cosine of 5 pi over 6. What do we get? Negative root 3 over 2 plus a, is it plus or minus? It should be plus, what, 1/2 I, right? Distribute the 2, and now we've got negative root 3 plus I. And that's our second of the 3 roots. Yes?
For like the k values, do you just plug in whatever it is, like if it's a cube root, you plug into the k value?
Yep, and if it's a fifth root, we'd have to do, and always start at 0 and just work until you have 3 answers, okay? So on the back, we have a fifth root as an example if we get to it, and so we're gonna have to do it 5 times, okay? I know, don't you love this? This is so much fun.
I'm reminded
Okay.
I never want to major in that.
Okay? All right, k is equal to 2, which means that theta is equal to pi over 6 plus 4 pi times 2 over 6. How many pi's is that?
4 pi over 3.
No.
8 pi.
8 pi plus 1 pi is 9 pi over 6. I can simplify that down to 3 pi over 2, which is going to end on an axis, which is going to end up with some possibly unusual answers here. So now I've got my r value of 2 times cosine of 3 pi over 2 plus I sine of 3 pi over 2. And if I evaluate, cosine of 3 pi over 2 is 0. Sine of 3 pi over 2 is negative 1 times I is just negative I. Distribute the 2. 2 times 0, gone. 2 times negative I is just negative 2I. And so there, the 3 circles are our 3 cube roots of 8i. Okay? All right. So, putting this all in perspective,
Couldn't you do it for k equal to 3?
but that would give us a 4th root, and we only want cube roots. And plus, if we wanted 4th roots, we would have had to change our theta to 4 theta instead of 3 theta.
So how did you decide to just do 0, 1, 2?
Okay, so you start at 0 all the time,
Yeah.
okay? And if I want 3 roots, I just do 1, 2, 3 answers, and then I'm done.
Oh, so you would go.
And if I want 4 roots, I would go up to k equal to 3. So don't think because cube roots I have to go to k equal to 3.
How about k equals 3?
We're not going to do it. How many answers do we have?
2, 3.
3. How many roots are we looking for? 3. So we're done. Okay, so the number of roots should equal the number of answers. Okay, yes?
What about the other ones that fit in that are still between the range? Like 2 times I to the third.
2 times I to the third, what do you mean?
If you did 2 times I to the third to cube, that would get you 8i.
Oh, so remember that if you, alright, so if we go the other direction, okay, you should get back to your 8i.
Right, so why isn't that an answer?
Oh, so why is, okay, alright, so I see what you're saying, okay? You have to remember your properties of I, okay?
I know
So
that's
if I
taking
take negative 2i and raise it to a power of 3, that's what you're saying. Then negative 2 to the third is negative 8, and then I to the third is I to the third.
right,
What is I to the third?
negative I,
So now I got negative 8 times negative I, which is
positive.
positive 8i. Now, if I had this be a positive 2i, this would have been a positive,
Right,
and then a positive times a negative would have been a negative 8i.
right.
And I'm not trying to find the cube roots of negative ai, I'm only trying to find the cube roots of positive 8i,
Okay.
right? Because remember, the cube root of 8 is 2, the cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. So the sign matters.
Right, but why is it written that way? Why isn't it written 2 times I to the third, not parentheses, 2 times I?
Oh, you could write it like that, but why would you do that?
I don't know. That's just how I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that, but then just simplify it,
Okay.
okay?
Essentially, I was asking how you came up with that answer, not another.
Oh, well, it just worked out using our mathematical formula.
One, if it's a cube root, so you only go to k equals 2?
Yes,
Okay, and then can I go to the bathroom?
yes. The very first thing we're gonna do is we are going to change 2 into trig form, which means that r is equal to the square root of 2 squared plus 0 squared, which is 2, okay? That theta is equal to tan inverse of 0 divided by 2, which is 0, okay? Which means that we are going to use a theta value of, we could use 0. What's the other possibility? 2 pi, or some people might think pi, but why isn't it pi? Because it's not negative, right? It's going to the positive side of the x-axis, okay? All right, so now I am going to write it like this. R to the 5th, why? 5th roots, times cosine of 5 theta plus I sine 5 theta is equal to my now number in trig form. Since r is equal to 2, I write 2. Cosine of 0, that's a 0, not a theta, it's not a typo, plus I sine of 0. Okay? So, step number 1, put it in trig form, set it equal to what it would look like as a power. Okay? So then what we said was we set these two equal to each other. So if r to the 5th is equal to 2, what does r equal? 2 to the 1/5 power. Let's just keep it super simple. Okay? If you want to write that as the 5th root of 2, you can. Questions there? FYI, when we get to our thetas, they're not going to be values on the trig, on the unit circle, so it's going to be just one step easier because you won't have to do the evaluating, okay? All right, so now we take our 5 theta and we set it equal to 0. So 5 theta is equal to 0 plus 2 pi k. How do I get just plain theta? Divide by 5. So theta, 0 divided by 5 is 0, plus 2 pi k divided by 5. Okay? All right. So now, This is the question that 4 people asked. I'm gonna do k equal to 0. Am I gonna do k equal to 1? Am I gonna do k equal to 2? Am I gonna do k equal to 3? Am I gonna do k equal to 4? Am I gonna do k equal to 5? No, because notice that's 5 numbers right there, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So now, theta ends up equaling, for 0, 0. For 1, what does theta equal? 2 pi over 5. Is that on the unit circle?
No.
Okay? When I do k equal to 2, I'm just going to double 2 pi over 5, and I get 4 pi over 5. Is that on the unit circle? Okay? Then I'm going to do k equal to 3, and I'm going to get 2 more pi over 5, which is 6 pi over 5. Is that on the unit circle? Okay? And then when I do k equal to 4, I get theta is equal to 8 pi over 5. Is that on the unit circle? No. So now, all I got to do, okay, for these is I got to write them in trig form. The only one I'm going to have to evaluate is the theta equal to 0. That's the only one, okay? So when I go to do the evaluating, I got my r is 2 to the 1/5 power times cosine of 0, 0 not theta, plus I sine of 0, 0. Okay? So what's cosine of 0? 1. What's sine of 0? Okay? So that means that there's no I, and so 2 to the 1/5 times 1 is 2 to the 1/5. That's one of our answers.
All right, good morning, BG. Just a reminder as we head into our...
The rest, 2 to the 1/5, cosine 2 pi over 5 plus I sine 2 pi over 5, and you write your answer like that. And you do the same thing for those, okay? The only difference is you would write 4 pi over 5, 6 pi over 5, 8 pi over 5.